Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy last day of June. It is June 30th. Wild. I'm Lisa here with Lydia and Scott. What's so funny?
I don't know. It's like it was wild. It always goes by so fast.
Every
like,
end of the month, we're like, how? We're
Let month go.
the calendar doesn't stop.
It's true, though.
It is. All right. I don't know where to go now. So, all right. Let's just talk about the weather from yesterday because it was kind of crazy.
You could say that. We had 3 rounds of severe storms in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Jesse and I were on like 2 to 4 a.m. with the first round. Second round was like a 9 to noon. And then third round was obviously in the afternoon and evening from about 7 p.m. to midnight. So it was just like...
One thing after the
Yeah,
next.
just when you thought it was done.
Huge hail in South Moorhead or in Moorhead, and there was a lot of wind. There was damage near Rose Creek Golf Course, damage other areas.
That part is interesting because it got really windy in Fargo. Like at 10:30 to 11:30ish, that's not from a thunderstorm. That main storm in the morning missed the metro, but it was a wake low that developed behind the storm. So a little area of low pressure, like a concentrated area of low pressure, developed behind that cell, and it got wickedly windy.
Yeah.
I would say gusts, especially in the south end of town, we don't have anemometers everywhere. I wish everybody just had an anemometer, and then we would always know what the wind was.
Yeah.
But there's not an anemometer specifically at Rose Creek where a lot of the damage is kind of concentrated.
Yeah.
Looking at the trees and the damage, I would say 60, 65, 70 miles an hour, probably.
Just down trees, fences. There's a place that knocked over.
Yeah.
So big things that got tossed around.
Yep.
And one of the big talking points, of course, is that funnel cloud,
Yep.
maybe a tornado sort of near the Holly area.
Yeah, so you don't get the word tornado unless you have ground confirmation. It has to touch the ground in order to be a tornado. I have only seen pictures, videos of it being like a funnel cloud. I can't tell thanks to trees and, video quality and such. If it touched the ground or not, that's something the National Weather Service looks into, and they're looking for damage, and if they're going to send out a survey team, I chatted with them this morning. But yes, lots of really impressive funnel cloud photos, videos of it lowering and spinning and trying to get going. That is the cell that produced the large hail in the south end of Fargo and south end of Moorhead. It just wasn't tornadic when it was moving through the metro. It got its spin going when it traveled further to our east and northeast. That hail was
Scary looking.
Yeah.
It was big.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like 2 to 3
Holy
inches
cow.
in diameter. I had measurements next to cigarette lighters and pool balls. I had kids. I had puppies with hail, and lots of hail pictures coming in. And a smashed back of a windshield also.
Damaging stuff.
Yeah, lots of sighting. I've gotten lots of sighting pictures too of dents. Meanwhile, at my house in West Fargo, the sun was shining.
I was going to say that's a good point too, because I live in West Fargo too, and I was kind of like, what hail?
Yeah,
What?
had nothing. I was watching the whole thing. Obviously, it was like eagle eyes on it. And my sun was shining. I didn't even get a single sprinkle at my house. Nothing. All of that was further up. It's just wild how you can have such a variation across one town. What else? We had talked about the tornado. We had the 3 different rounds. We had the large hail. It was a wild day.
Yeah.
We're ready for a break.
Yeah, today,
One
much
day.
calmer. 1 day break.
1 day
We'll
break.
give you one.
You get 1 day
Yeah,
only. So we'll have some sunshine today. It'll be windy, but regular wind, not thunderstorm wind. If you are picking up some tree branches and stuff, some of that might be
It's probably a big cleanup for a lot of people.
I'm sure, kind of tossed around, especially with less humidity today. We get a 1 day break from the humidity, so it's just a little comfier to be outside.
Yeah.
Cleaning up Mother Nature's mess. Temperatures in the 70s to near 80 today, mostly sunny, just a windy day. Tomorrow we uptick the humidity a little bit and pop in some isolated thunder showers. I do think a lot of us will stay dry, so it's not like a big stormy day tomorrow, but a couple little moments where you could see a downpour or maybe some teeny tiny hail. Temperatures getting closer to 90 for tomorrow, into the low 90s Thursday, Friday. And those are the days where we bring the humidity up a little bit more, so you know it's going to feel even toastier. Thunderstorm chances start to uptick as well then, once you have the heat, the humidity, some little waves of energy moving through. It's barely Tuesday right now, so don't go putting money on things. But right now, I'm thinking the timing looks like Thursday night into Friday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning, and maybe some scattered chances around on Saturday. Saturday, 4th of July, of course. It's just like 1 day too far for a lot of detail. But that's what things are looking like right now, which means plenty of dry time in between some of these rounds of storms. And I think it's important to note that none of these rounds, late week toward the weekend, right now, look like big severe weather outbreaks. Nothing is like glaring at me that it's like, oh boy, that's looking a little scary, that's looking a little tough. We had that when we were talking about Sunday, Monday, last week. So that's good news. Right now, I would say 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts would be your primary threats. So some bumps, but not huge stormy weather is what it's looking like at the moment. Quieter by Sunday, and we've got a quiet stretch of weather into next week, which I think will be
That'll
nice.
be nice.
Yeah, our weather department could use a break. It's been busy. I handed off, if it's storming, somebody is always here. So Jessie stayed late Sunday night. I came and took it over from her, and then I handed the baton to Bobby, and it was just like a constant rotating door. Luckily, storms ended at midnight last night, and Jessie could go home before I got here. I was like, I'm glad I didn't have to see you.
Yeah.
I don't,
No
not
offense.
personally, but I'm glad I didn't have to see you this morning.
All right,
that's all.
Thanks. Great job.
Okay, we're tracking breaking news this morning on an early morning police presence after a fight in South Fargo. It happened at an apartment near the intersection of 11th Street and 5th Avenue South right around 3:30 this morning. Our WDAY news crew counted at least 5 police squad cars on scene. An officer we talked to said that they had responded to a fight between 2 people. They tell us no one was seriously hurt, but paramedics evaluated at least 1 man for a possible panic attack. We did see the ambulance there. Officers say they are still working to determine exactly what happened because they say they're not really getting the same stories from everyone that was involved. So as of right now, no one has been arrested, but stick with the news leader for updates on that breaking story.
After murdering his childhood friend, a Fargo man will now be spending his life in prison. Leo Darto was sentenced on Monday. 2 years ago, he shot and killed Samson Blay inside an apartment. Earlier this year, witnesses said Darto told people he was going to kill Blay for punching him in the face the day before the murder happened. Darto has 30 days to appeal his sentence.
West Fargo police and firefighters are once again conducting some active shooter training. It's happening today and tomorrow. The training is going to be happening at the Rested Rec Center from 1 to 10, so full days in West Fargo. You're going to see officers carrying training weapons around the building. There will also be 3 mock staging areas across the city with emergency vehicles, which we don't always see that. That's going to be just kind of expanding the whole view of what this all looks like.
A 91-year-old man is in the hospital after a crash with a semi in North Moorhead. It happened a little after 3 Monday afternoon. It was at the intersection of Highway 75 and 28th Avenue North. That's just north of the wastewater treatment plant. A car and a semi-truck hit each other in that intersection. The passenger in the car, Richard Erickson of Hewlin, was injured and taken to the hospital. He's expected to survive. The drivers of both the car and the semi-truck were not hurt.
It's always interesting that when they want to change one-ways to two-ways, and that's the discussion right now in Moorhead. A pair of one-way streets in Moorhead could soon become two-way. And tonight you have a chance to weigh in on that. The city is studying the 11th Street and 14th Street corridors from there to 12th Avenue South. Right now, 11th Street is a one-way southbound and 14th Street is a one-way northbound. At tonight's open house, you can review the traffic and safety findings, learn more about the proposed changes, and of course, share your feedback. That open house runs from 4:30 to 6:30 today at the Christensen Alumni Center on the MSUM campus.
All right, don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass to our website, inform.com. Go to inform.com/subscribe to get that deal.
And join us for our next newscast. It's coming up at 11 this morning, and then we have you covered 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 tonight.
And First News is back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.